Hey, what is going on, everybody? Ali here, back again with another Fire Force video for you today. The review, my review of Fire Force episode, I believe it was 17? 16 or 17. I'm pretty sure it was 17, but anyways, the title, black and white and gray, I completely understand, because it's straight up like bad guys, good guys, and then the gray with, bro, Joker, oh my god, like the fight with Joker and Show was wild. Like, I'm probably gonna just be fanboying most of the time in this review or something, but like, first of all, that whole thing with Hibana coming in hot to get Shinra, like, to rescue him was just awesome. She's like, maybe I should just take you back to the fifth like this, to Shinra and stuff, and then she's kind of blushing about it, like, I'm gonna take you like this or some shit, and then she releases him and he heads straight for the workshop, and like, that whole thing was cute, right? But the most adorable thing about this episode is when Shinra sees his brother. Like, that first of all, like, that shit was cute. But like, him coming in hot, helping Arthur, and he's like, tell me the situation. Arthur tells him what's going on. He comes in hot, rushing in. The guy with the Mirage ability, whatever, can't do shit to Shinra. Shinra's coming. Dude, even the camera angles and stuff, like the sequence angles and everything in that scene, when Shinra's coming in hot, you know, dodging the Mirage dudes and him spinning around and stuff, flying up in the air, then does like a dynamic looking drop kick to one of the Mirage things, and then him flipping over other, like, more of those like clones and shit, and him scooping up right under that guy with the mace, heading right into the workshop and kneeing Giovanni in the face. You know, like, Giovanni's like fine and everything, but like, to see Shinra just coming in hot and kneeing him in the face was just, it was impeccable. Like, it was freaking amazing. That whole sequence, not just him kneeing in the face, obviously, but like him dodging all of those like attacks and stuff from like the clone Mirage looking, like, making dude, and him dodging the dude with the mace, and then, oh my gosh, like, I'm probably gonna say oh my gosh a lot, but oh my gosh, and then him dodging it, and then him kneeing Giovanni in the face, and then, you know, Lisa using her ability, and her pyrokinetic ability is like really cool in that, like, her flames are able to, I guess, latch on to the magnetic field of humans, or not just humans, but like, it's able to latch on to the magnetic field of living things and stuff. So no matter what, like, that Shinra does, like, when she uses her ability, they just keep coming at him and stuff. And then you got Vulcan being like, hey, Iris, press all the buttons and shit. Like, and she starts pressing all the buttons, and all of the, oh my, like, even Iris doing her own thing was like really cool and really awesome to see. And then her crying, like, even in the beginning, like, kind of like hit me a little bit, being the, like, hey, stop breaking that machine. Like, Iris is yelling at Dr. Giovanni, saying, like, stop that. And then it turns out that machine had the key in it, a little USB drive looking thing, it was inside that hologram thing that Vulcan had. Oh man. And just seeing Iris like crying like that and stuff. And then she also does her things with pressing all the buttons. Like you don't see it in her face, but I feel like she was like super excited to just press all the buttons and stuff. And then all of those like animatronics and stuff come crashing down and stuff. And it turns out that when a lot of those things, inanimate objects, are together, like metal and stuff, they create somewhat of a magnetic field like a person. So Lisa's ability wasn't really working at all and stuff, which was great. And then you got Arthur in like defending the workshop again, which I thought was really cool, was that at the beginning of, I believe, last week's episode, he was defending the workshop, and then it was flipped on, like, against him, in that he was trying to get into the workshop, and then in this episode, it was flipped again, which I thought was, like, really cool. So he's defending the workshop and stuff, and then Hibana comes in hot with, like, first of all, I think that her power kinetic abilities are my favorite. Like, after seeing that cherry blossom tree again, it's just, like, awesome and stuff. And she was able to cancel out that Mirage guy's ability and stuff, because when heat is put into the air, like, the air feels lighter, and then when it's cold, it feels heavier and stuff. So then she uses her ability to make it, like, heat and stuff circling around everything and shit. And then Arthur's like, hey, I'm here. And Arthur's like about to pass out. And then Hibana's like, I don't care. Everybody's gravel to me. Like, no matter who you are, you're all gravel and stuff. And then she said Shinra excluded, which was, like, so cute. And then you see, like, the heart-shaped eyes or the heart-shaped pupils in her eyes was so cute and everything. And then she gets knocked out by one of those animatronic things that come flying at her head. She kind of was sort of like a comedy relief in this episode specifically, which was, like, really funny. And then like, at the end, she was talking about to that what's his name, the guy from Hajima that was like told to go to the 8th, and he became, like, the science dude or whatever, the guy with the weird eyes and stuff that works with Joker. Joker, bro. Joker, I think he's probably my favorite character out of Fire Force and shit, because you understand really what the dynamic of, like, really what he's thinking and what he wants. And that, like, the name of the show, or not the show, but the name of the episode, black and white and gray. It's like bad guys, good guys, and then gray meaning Joker. But also, I'm pretty sure the scientist looking dude that was hired from Hajime to put into the company A. But anyways, the whole thing with him fighting Sho was freaking awesome. Like, he was pretty much like a shadow. I'm like, how are you like that? That felt like Soul Eater kind of, like, type stuff, that he became a shadow and almost got Sho, but then, like, he didn't just cut, like, Sho's, or he didn't just nick Sho's sword. He straight up took a chunk out of it. He didn't just crack the sword. It was like a little chunk that came out of it. Like, was amazing. And then Sho was able to actually cut a piece of Joker's, like, bandana on his eye. Bro, like, that was so good. And then everything with Shinra coming in hot, but, like, the whole first half of this episode was so damn good and amazing and stuff. First of all, like, I think like 80% of the episode was action and fighting and stuff. The other 20% was everybody talking and everything like that. Turns out Vulcan was able to go into the 8th because he was probably still targeted and stuff. They kept trying to get Shinra. After Shinra saw his brother, that whole sequence was the most adorable thing that I would have never expected. That I thought Shinra was just like happy to see him and, like, nervous, but Shinra's just like, Sho, you're my brother, right? Like, you are my brother. No, I know you're my brother, because they have, like, an Adola link and stuff. When Shinra was coming out of the workshop. And then Sho was like, are you the one that had the link with me? And then him just gushing over his brother was, like, the most adorable thing that I've seen in Fire Force so far. Like, he was just extremely excited and happy that his brother was alive, and he sees him, and then he's like, yo, Mom, I can keep my promise now. And just seeing him gushing over, being like, is my brother an angel or what? Like, he's so handsome. He looks so cool and everything. Like, bro, that shit was the cutest thing. But then, like, Sho saying that, like, this guy, Shinra, like, he's making me feel disgusted or something like that. Like they must have like not necessarily like warped Sho's mind, but that obviously like from an infant, they took him when he was an infant to like the evangelist took him in as an infant. So it's not necessarily brainwashing, more of his upbringing in general. Like that's the only thing that like he knows, I guess, or something like that. That the evangelists are right and talking about like turning the whole earth into just a second sun and shit. Like that whole thing was cute. But the ability that freaking that Sho had was like he was teleporting or some shit, and then you got his steam was coming off of him and stuff. Like, and he cuts like Arthur. I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, please don't kill Arthur or anything. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't die at all or anything, because at the end of this episode you see that like he didn't die and stuff. But like just him cutting Arthur and then him kind of knocking out Shinra, or almost knocking him out and stuff. Like, and also like Arthur was able to react to how fast Sho was, even though he got cut, which was crazy. I think Arthur has like an innate like instinctive like reaction to things, meaning that like that thing with Sho, but then also that thing with that girl in Asakusa at the Company 7's jurisdiction, that little twin girl that was actually like the face was morphed, but it was actually like this little old man or something. Like he was instantly able to know who that person was, if it was a fake or not. So I think he has these instinctive, like innate abilities of just this instinctively knowing who a person is or whatever. So that was like really cool. And then his like immediate like reaction was just like amazing with Sho, and him like Sho doing that ability and stuff, and then like Joker using his, again, that shit was just amazing. That whole fight was fantastic. But just to see like Joker and Sho using those like it seemed like extremely fast like abilities and stuff, begs you to believe that there's another like category, probably like a level above just being a pyrokinetic, in that like maybe like the heat within your body like heats up and like steam and comes out of your body as like steam when you use like the ability to go like super fast like that or something. Like that shit was wild. But I'm ready to understand more about like what that is, because I think next episode is going to be called like the secret of pyrokinesis, which I'm excited to see like a little bit more about, which was awesome and stuff. And also something I also forgot was that like the beginning of these episodes so far are like Iris narrating like each episode narrating like what's like how things in general came to be for like what happened with the Earth, and then like the first like Pope, Emperor, whatever, and then like the making of Amaterasu in the beginning of this episode. It was really cool and stuff. And yeah, just to see that stuff with Joker being like, I don't want the Fire Force and the Evangelists to do as they please. I don't like that. So then like he lets them all escape, like Vulcan and Shinra and all of them and stuff. They got into the car with like the what's his name? The guy from Hajime, the scientist dude that was like hired for Company 8 or whatever. He was there to get them all out of there. And then something that I also liked though that was very small was that Vulcan still tried to reach out to Lisa, being like, hey, come on, let's go, because he knows in his heart that in her heart she still has some sort of like residual care for him or something like that, and like, or just like the care that they all have like for each other as a family, with Vulcan, you, and Lisa. And I think Lisa's gonna inevitably turn on the Evangelist and end up staying with Vulcan. I really hope that is, because the moment that I saw Lisa even though she turned on Vulcan, whatever. And yeah, I like, even though that happened, I still ship them, Vulcan and Lisa, because of like what he did. Because it seemed like she imagined again what happened that night when it was raining, and then Vulcan said like, "Come on," and he's reaching his hand out, but she didn't take it. And like, I hope that they end up like that she ends up coming back or coming with Vulcan and stuff. So that whole thing happened with like Hibana knocked out in the truck too, which was like, I don't know, like like Hibana was the leading like comedy of this episode. I thought like everything that she did was funny and but also pretty awesome. So I like that too. So they all ended up at the hospital, and Shinra and is talking to Vulcan, being like, I want to help you make your dream come true, whatever it is, no matter what, whatever it takes and stuff. And like Vulcan's really like siding with Shinra, and he decides to join the 8th, and then he goes back to his scrapyard talking to his talking to his granddad and his dad, opening the soda and stuff, being like, I'm sorry I can't keep my promise of not joining the Fire Force and stuff. That's the one promise he can't keep, which a very emotional scene and stuff. And the music, like the Fire Force music is so good, man. Like seriously, like so much of it like really gets you like emotionally and stuff. And oh, I thought I heard something, but it was really good music wise. Sequences and stuff in this episode were freaking amazing and fantastic and shit. Like it was really cool. So then at the end you see like all of them around the table and stuff, and the lieutenant made dinner and everything, so everybody was excited, and Shinra's like, wait, Tamaki, did you make dinner? And then she's like, no, the lieutenant didn't. He's happy. And then you got Tamaki's like, what does that mean? And then and Shinra's like, you can guess, Tamaki. I mean, we can all guess. And then she's like, wait, what? And then Vulcan's like, whoa, like he didn't expect like a Fire Force to be this like rowdy and rambunctious and just like fun and happy and stuff like that, which was like really cool. And then like you got Maki and you got Iris and you got Tamaki being like, oh my gosh, this is such good food. And then they're like, like, we gotta step our games up. Like they're all pretty much in a consensus like, we gotta step our games up because the lieutenant is like is more girlyish than we are, like when it comes to like making food and stuff like that. I thought that was really cute. And then at the end, like Vulcan really makes himself at home by putting a skull on top of the church, and Iris is freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, like that was hilarious. That was cute and everything. And then the Captain Obi was like, man, this is really cool, rocking and stuff like that. And Shinra's Shinra's like, no, this ain't it, Chief. And like having him and Tamaki like outside doing like the cleaning and stuff, and Shinra's like, don't come near me, this is the line, don't cross it and stuff. I thought that was hilarious too. And then her lucky lecture ability or whatever like didn't work when Vulcan and all of them were eating and stuff, which was great and everything. So overall, this episode was great. The fighting was great. The comedy was there at the right moments and stuff, you know, with Hibana and then her getting hit, and then at the end with the girls being like, oh my gosh, like we gotta step our games up when it comes to the cooking and the food and stuff, which was really cute and everything. And then like Shinra gushing over Sho, like seeing him and stuff, and then the evangelists were the ones who told Sho that like you're gonna understand when we mean what we mean by you're gonna know this person or something like that. So he finds out he's his brother and everything. The whole debacle happens, and then Sho and Joker coming in hot, fighting each other. So Joker helping them get out. Like, bro, this whole episode was so good. One of the best ones for me. Like, I thought it was really great. animation and fighting was just fantastic. But guys, what did you think about this episode? I loved it. I'm excited for next episode because it seems like we're gonna see like I feel like another level of ability when it comes to the pyrokinesis that people have, like the 2nd gen and 3rd gen like pyrokinesis and stuff. It seems like it's gonna like have another level to it, which I'm excited to uncover the secrets of the pyrokinesis, which is fantastic. But again, what did you guys think about this episode? Are you excited for the next episode? Leave down in the comments your thoughts and stuff. Leave down in the comments your thoughts about what I said and everything. Like this video if you did. Like the video if you liked the episode and everything. Like the video if you like me, you know. I'm a cool guy, you know. But anyways, yeah, subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most important, everybody, you guys stay a little nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see y'all later in the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always, and plus ultra